there and welcome here. This is my first official YouTube video, and so I'm just going to tell you a little bit about myself before I go ahead to answer the questions you had for me. My name is FREDA Abba Fumbi Funke Favor Chioma Puaven Maita Eniola ADDO-OLUDARE. Yes, if you were counting, I do have 10 names. The reason is that my parents are amazing people and they went through life meeting amazing people, and they decided to allow every amazing person they met to name me. I am Christian, born and brought up in a Christian home, love Jesus. I'm a mom. I'm a blogger. I blogged for 7 years, or I have blogged for 7 years. I'm now a YouTuber. I run a podcast with my husband, so I'm everywhere, honestly. So let's just jump right into this video, right? I have your questions here. Thank you so much for your feedback. Thank you for your congratulatory messages. Thank you for the answers to my questions. The first question I have here is, where are you from? So this is a very tricky question, just because myself, I'm not sure like that. Backstory: my dad's grandfather, that's my great-grandfather, is Ghanaian, and where he's from in Ghana, you take the woman's tribe. So he and his family moved to Nigeria for when he was really young, and he married a woman from Kaduna, Katsina. At that time, Kaduna and Katsina were still one state. She had grandchildren for him, or she had children for him, I mean, and my dad's dad married a Calabar woman. Gave birth to my father, who now married a Yoruba woman. So I'm actually the actual African jollof. I'm a mixture of everything. I married a Yoruba man, so I've always told people I'm from Kaduna State, so let's stick to that story, right? The next question I have is, how many siblings do you have? I have 2 brothers, an elder brother and a younger brother. So I'm the middle child. But then with my younger brother, he was born like when I was already 16. So technically he's like my first child. But yes, I'm the middle child, 1 elder brother, 1 younger brother. Next question is, what is your favorite childhood memory? Ooh, my favorite childhood memory is my salvation story. I got saved when I was 6 or 7, my first salvation story. Because we all know that we've fallen so many times and have stood up all over and all over again. That's the most important thing. It doesn't matter how many times you fall, as long as you get up. Amen. Hallelujah. Are we in church? But yeah, that was my favorite childhood story. I was watching a cartoon with my dad. We always watch cartoons together, even till today. We would sit in his office and be watching Disney Channel or Nickelodeon or something. But we're watching a cartoon. I can't remember the name of the cartoon, but it was about the Easter story, Christ's death, his resurrection, and all of that. And I saw how they were beating Jesus. It looked so gruesome. I was so sad. I started crying, and he was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm okay." But why are they beating Jesus like that? I've always been a Jesus baby. I loved him so. I love him so much. I still love him so much. But he told me that, do I want to make Jesus happy? And I said, oh, yes, of course, whatever I can do to ease his pain. And he led me to Christ, and that was the beginning of a lifelong journey to self-discovery, Christ discovery, finding myself in him, and all of that. It's my favorite childhood memory till today. And one of my hobbies, I love watching TV. I'm not even going to lie. I love like dumb reality shows, like shows that don't have head, shoulder, knee, or toe. I love binge watching comedy shows as well. I love watching TV. That's what I do for relax or rest or calm down. That's what I do to step down. Next question says, do you have any pet peeves? I hate being able to hear people eat. Ugh, it nauseates me when I can hear your chewing. No. I don't even think about it. That's how much I don't like it. It's a pet peeve for me. Are you a foodie? Do you need to ask? Can you see these cheeks? Of course I'm a foodie. I love food so much. I love when food is good. Like, I can finish my whole salary, my whole allowance on food, and I'll be okay because I know that I've eaten. You know, like if you want to die, you die with enjoyment. Do you understand? There's something kill you that will be making you happy. So yes, I am a foodie. I mean, what nicknames do your friends and family call you? Are there nicknames if I don't like them? My husband likes to call me Free, and I've never really liked being called Free because FREDA is so short. Why Free? But somehow I really love the fact that I love to hear it in his voice. I love hearing Free in his voice. So he's the only one allowed to call me Free. Apart from if you are calling me Master Free. That one I will let you go. Some of my aunties call me Fredodo. Till today I don't know why. It has just always been a nickname. So funny enough, I met my husband and his friends used to call him Dodo, which is what I call him now most of the time. And it was just almost amazing because I was already Free Dodo and this is person coming with his own Dodo to join to my Free Dodo. I think that's all. Those are the two nicknames. Some people call me Free Mama. I don't get it. Do I look old? Do I look like somebody's mama? Where did you go to study and what did you study? Oh, I'm currently in Cyprus. And I studied innovation and knowledge management. And the next question is, who is your favorite musician? I think that this question is settled. Whoever asks this question is trying to set me up and set fire to my camp. Because my dad is a musician and has about 10 albums to his name. My older brother is a musician and has, I think, 2 albums to his name and recently just released a single. Go and look for it. My husband is a musician and the best music director I have ever worked under. I liked his music director so much, I took his last name. So, who is my favorite musician? These 3 and a few others that I can't really name right now or can't remember right now in no particular order. Next question says, favorite TV show? I think that my favorite TV show is probably either Friends or The Office. I think it's Friends. First of all, it's Friends. My favorite TV show is definitely Friends. Just because I've watched it like almost every year for the past maybe 8 or 9 years. I must have binge watch it from season 1 to the end and I have it on my hard drive. But even if I change hard drives, I always have it in my hard drive. I always find it. But yeah, Friends. And then I think like my second favorite TV show will probably be The Office. So I like shows that like have dry humor, not too much thinking, not the one that you have to be calculating. This is 8, you'll not be asking yourself like, what did they say it is in 1? That's the implication of. I don't have share for that. I love shows that are just funny and easy to watch. Next question says favorite color. So I think that I've always said that my favorite color is pink, but you would find me wearing more black and maybe red. So I don't know. My favorite color is whatever looks good on me at the time I'm wearing it. What kind of books do you love to read? I think that I'm very much of a researcher. So maybe I wouldn't be really caught reading books per se. But I like to like know stuff. So I like my school books a lot and definitely the Bible. But I don't know if I have like a favorite kind of book. I like books that have like information, something I can use. You know, I like knowing things. Like if I watch a movie and they say this movie is like an adaptation of someone's life, I'm probably going to go and read the book of the movie. That's the kind of book you catch me reading. Like stuff that tell me like the true life story, you know, what happened. Those are kind of books I like. Next question said, if you could live anywhere, where would it be? Where would I live? If I could live anywhere. So I've always said this, and my husband thinks that I say it's just to toast him. But why would I be toasting what's already mine? But I think that I would live anywhere as long as I'm with him. I don't have a preference of place or country. As long as we're just shut together, I don't mind anywhere. I'm very flexible. I can adapt to any situation. I can be anywhere. But yeah, where it will pay me is if I'm alone and I'm not with him. So I think that anywhere, I can live anywhere as long as I'm with him. Maybe not Nigeria, sure. Next question says, do you take long to get ready in the morning? I don't think I take long to get ready in the morning. Or let me say it this way. If you tell me to be ready by 9, I'll be ready by 9. But because like I plan my life prior to that 9. Like I know what's going to happen. I know, but I don't know if like the length of time I take in the morning is normal. I don't think I take that long, Sha. This is not just to bath and wear clothes. The next question says, what's your proudest accomplishment? I think that just because this is like still the season for this, but my proudest accomplishment right now is getting my master's degree with a husband and a child in a foreign country, and I did that. It wasn't easy, so I think that that's part of why I'm super proud of it. But yeah, that's my proudest accomplishment right now. Next question, would you rather wash dishes, cut grass, clean the bathroom, or sweep the house? I would rather enjoy my life. I would rather relax and be taken care of. But if I had to choose one, I would say maybe clean the bathroom or sweep the house, just because I'm really good at cleaning, at sweeping, and I really like being in the bathroom. Like that's my happy place. So I would say either of those two, maybe. But if I'm given another option of relax, let somebody be doing it, that's where you catch me. The next question says, if you could eat only one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? One meal for the rest of my life. Wow, what would it be? I don't know. What will I eat for the rest of my life? I really like noodles, and I like the fact that it can be like in different variations. You can do pepper soup noodles, you can do stir fry, you can do the one with soak water drink. But I don't think I will eat noodles for the rest of my life. I won't be okay. I think it will be semo. I really like semo, and I love when my husband makes it with vegetable soup. I'm definitely going to eat semo for the rest of my life. That's the one meal that I will eat for the rest of my life. In fact, for lunch today, semo it is. What would you change about yourself if you could? Change about myself. I'm sorry, it's not pride, but what you're looking at here, this is perfection. Where else? What do you want to remove? What do you want to add? This is where God wants it to be, and He knows what He's doing. So, how old were you when you got married? Oof, how old was I? I'm looking at my husband. How old was I? How old am I? Funny story, I saw somebody celebrating her 27th birthday, and she did like balloons and everything, and I'm like, this baby is old though. It's after I said this that I realized that, wait, so this is how old you are too. How old was I when I got married? My good God. I think I was 24 going on 25, or 25 going on 26. 24 going on 25, I think, because that was like almost 3 years ago now. Am I an introvert or an extrovert? I don't know. My husband says I'm an introverted extrovert, just because he would have friends around and I'll be zipped. I won't say anything, I won't do anything. I'll probably just be pressing my phone or in the room safe and not mingle people. And I'm very awkward around people unless I know you. I'm usually very... I project an extroverted side, but I'm actually really in my shell. I'm actually very introverted. Final question. What would your YouTube channel be about? I really love this question. This is such a decent question. I like it. Whoever you are, I like it. I like it a lot. My YouTube channel basically would be about my family, my faith, my beliefs, motherhood. Ooh, the next video is probably going to be about motherhood because I had a real struggle and I really need you guys to hear about it. Motherhood, relationships. If you've ever read my blog, you know that I'm a huge relationship person. I am passionate about godly relationships, about making right decisions in relationships and all of that. And lifestyle. Some days you follow me along to do what I do. When you watch it, you will know what I do. But yeah, that's basically what this channel is going to be about. This channel is a long time coming. I've always wanted to do it, and this is so far from my comfort zone, just because I'm comfortable behind the laptop writing, and this is behind the camera talking. So it's a whole nother ball game for me. But I trust you to come along, enjoy this with me. Let's do this together. Let's engage each other. Send me messages, comments as much as you can. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. I'm one of those people now. I now say give a thumbs up. Give a thumbs up, ring the bell, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for watching, for sitting with me to the end of this. I'm so glad. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye. It's not recording.